Hello, this is Cassidy Gard with ABC News Digital. I am here at Mr Musichead Gallery in Hollywood, California with Markus Klinko.
Hello, how are you?
I'm amazing. Tonight is a very big night for you.
Yes, I'm so excited because I finally get to open my David Bowie Unseen show in LA. It's already been shown in Miami, in Switzerland, in Basel, Switzerland. It's going to Paris next week, but LA is very special to me because, of course, you know, the rock and roll history of this city and my own background with this city. I've worked here for many, many years.
Take us through why you chose this one.
I love this one because it was such a spontaneous moment, and there's only one, you know, usually when you shoot fashion or celebrity, you shoot many, many shots, very similar poses and, you know, just tiny variations. That was just one single shot that he was in that position. I had moved around handheld, and it's just I call this shot this image meditation, and it's just like, you know, such a zen moment, and I love, you know, the black and white effect on it, and yeah, it's just probably one of my very favorites.
What was he like on set? Was he, you know, talking to everybody, or did he really like to keep to himself? Like, what was his energy like?
No, he was very friendly and very talkative, and, you know, very high energy and super sweet, like very nice person. This, again, another moment that was very spontaneous. I love his expression. I see a little bit of a Ziggy Stardust, you know, in his face, and it's just so rock and roll. And at the same time, I love this image because when he died, no one had seen this image ever until his death. And it is kind of a stairway and a light, and it's kind of, you know, not to be cheesy, but sort of it represented that moment with the celestial light and everything. And, you know, he's just so beautiful and amazing looking, and so, you know, full of life. And I love this image.
What does it mean after all these years to have this in your studio, and now everybody tonight that is invited is going to come see it displayed?
You know, that's a really exciting moment, because obviously after you do a photo shoot, you know, 15 years ago, whatever, these images are, you know, they're going into little envelopes and they're being like put into archives, and, you know, you get busy with other things and you forget how many hundreds and hundreds of, you know, great shots actually are, you know, available. And going through them again 15 years later, I was just amazed, you know, how rich this session was. And, you know, like, this is a great example. No one ever paid attention to this shot until now.
Out of all the times that you worked with him, and it seems as if he was very collaborative with his vision, he really wanted to sort of flesh out ideas with you. What stands out the most?
I think it was that one moment when he called me over to the recording studio, which was very close to my photo studio in Soho, and I had just learned that he decided to, you know, to ask me to shoot the album cover, and he had called me himself on the phone and, you know, just said, "Do you want to shoot this?" And I'm like, "Of course," you know. And so he had invited me to come over to the studio, and he was sitting there with his, you know, very famous producer, Tony Visconti, and it was very old, sort of dark, you know, kind of a rundown studio, really, not like a fancy, colorful place. And he was sitting by the window in this dark room and smoking cigarettes, and the music was playing, and it was just like a moment, you know, that I will never forget, because it sort of set the mood for everything else that, you know, was following after that. I also directed a video for him many, many years later in 2013, and I worked a lot with Iman, his wife.
Incredible.
Many shoots, even just very recently. But I think him sitting there by the window smoking, and me for the first time hearing the tracks of the Hidden album, not even completely finished, the mixes were not even completely done. It was just such a powerful moment. You know, it inspired me so much.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. This is Cassidy Gard with ABC News Digital, here with Markus Klinko. Thank you for having us and showing us your Bowie Unseen exhibit.
Well, thank you very much for being here, and I hope that everyone will enjoy the exhibit. And please remember, we're raising money for cancer research, and, you know, that's really the reason why this is all happening.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.